So, well, guys, today let us start up the tool. In the previous session, we have discussed about different visual tools. Yeah, Vinay. Okay. Yeah, Rahul also has been joined. So, Harish, Navin, and Vinay, 8 p.m. IST, was it comfortable for you guys?
Yeah, not a problem, Raj. I'm
Yeah,
fine with that.
Fine, right? So, from tomorrow, you can join by sharp 8 o'clock, right? Today, it has been delayed for around 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Hi Rahul, please use your computer as your audio on. Just give me a second. Rahul is thinking. Well, so fine, Rahul. Now I think you can able to hear me, right?
yep, yeah, sir.
Yeah. So well, guys, all of you have been attended my demo, right? Harish, Naveen, Rahul, and Vinay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yep. So uh, I lost the session. Vinay, I think you have been joined in the last session, right? Or we both have been discussed.
Yeah, Raj.
Okay. So Harish, uh, could you please let me know about yourself?
Yeah, Raj. I attended the demo session last week.
Okay, okay. Okay, you have been attended. So you have any IT experience, Harish, or you are totally new to this particular data warehouse?
I'm pretty much new to this, actually.
Okay, okay. And Naveen, what about yourself?
Uh, I did not have much IT experience, but I have little experience in my core
Not
side. So I'm new to this field.
okay. And Rahul, start up the session today. Let us do for half an hour. Okay.
Mhm.
So as discussed in the previous session, okay, Tableau is a window-based tool. This window-based tool where we do modeling and reporting. So we do modeling and reporting, and also this supports Tableau supports only Windows and as well as Mac operating systems. Windows and Mac operating systems. Okay, so Tableau desktop is a window-based tool. So if it is a window-based tool, oh, let me share you my screen. Sorry. So I think now you can able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so see, Tableau is a
No, sir,
window-based
I'm
tool.
not able to see that screen. Yep, it's now. It's
was my voice is clear, guys?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yep. So, well, so Tableau Desktop is a window-based tool, and mainly it is used for modeling and reporting. So, Vinay, so fine, Vinay. And Naveen, even for you, if you want to join through call, that is fine. Ready? Or what you can do is you can use computers, mic and audio, so that you can hear it. Naveen, are you fine with the call or?
Yes, yes, Raju. I'm outside, so I'm gonna
Okay, okay,
continue
no,
with the
no
call.
problem. Okay, so let us start the session now. So Tableau is a window-based tool, and it is mainly used, for modeling and reporting. It supports Windows and Mac operating systems. So if I want to start up Tableau, just click on the start, and you can see Tableau 8.3. So because as it is a window-based tool, so which will be available in the window. Let us click on Tableau 8.3. Okay, so this is what Tableau window. Here we have sample saved data sources. So let us select this sample superstore English. Okay, so this is what Tableau desktop window. So here we have, it is segregated into two parts. One part is data window, the other part was work area. So the Tableau desktop window has been shared into two parts. So one is data window and the other one is work area. So you can see this is completely a data window from sample superstore to here, this entire box. So it's completely a data window, and this particular part is completely a work area. So coming to here, you can see the data source symbol. So data source in the data window, let us go with some naming conventions. Okay, so here you can see the data sample superstore English. So this is what a data source. Here it is referred, data source was referred as, data source is referred as data subset, sorry, data set. So data source is referred as data set. In the Tableau, the naming conventions, you can see the data source symbol. So that is referred as data set. Same way, you can see customer. Let us assume that table. So here table is referred as, so it is referred as data subset. Just the naming conventions were different. Here if you can see, table means customer is a table, order is a table, product is a table. So all these are different tables. So here tables are referred as data subset. And columns, so columns means here continent is a column, customer name is a column, customer segment is a column. So all these are columns like country, region, state, city, postal code. So order date, all these are columns. So here columns are referred as, so columns is referred as data element. Okay, so columns is referred as data elements. So here if you can see the columns, like continent was in the different with the ABC symbol, and country and region was with the different symbol, and order date was with the different symbol. And in the dimension, in the measure window, you can see all these columns are in the green color with hash symbol. Okay, so different types of columns are available in the dimension window and measure window. So here this is dimension window and this is measure window in the data window. So here again these data elements are classified into five types. So five types. So one is textual ABC. Textual ABC. So you can see continent is a textual ABC. You can also, the symbol was ABC. So this type of columns are called as textual ABC columns or textual ABC dimensions or textual ABC data elements. And the second one is, you can see a globe symbol here. So globe symbol. So this is what geographical dimension.
So what is data source?
Data source is nothing but, let us say if I want to connect to from the Oracle, uh,
Mm-hmm.
so anything like database file, notepad, anything is a data source. So here I'm using sample superstore as my data source. Like, basically, let me clear you. So basically Tableau is a business intelligence tool. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
extract data from the databases or
Mm-hmm.
Excel or Notepad. So as of
Mm-hmm.
this is a sample superstore which was already in the Excel. So we are using the sample superstore as our data source, which provide data to us. Either it may be a
Okay.
database, it may be a Notepad, it may be a Excel, whatever it may be. So we'll be joining and we'll be making as a modeling. So that is nothing but a data set.
Okay.
So here the default data source we are using, and maybe in the tomorrow class we'll work with a topic called connections. There we'll be detailedly discussing about all the how to connect and all this stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the other point is, one is textual ABC. These columns are called as textual ABC, and the globe symbols are geographical dimension. And you can see order date, it is having a different symbol. This is
Mm-hmm.
called as date dimension. Date dimension, and we have date and time dimension. So now you can see ship date, this is having a clock symbol. So these type of dimensions are called as date and time dimension. So here order date is a date dimension, and you can see ship date, so this is date and time dimension. So date and time dimension. Measure. So finally measure. You can see textual ABC, geographical dimension, date dimension, date and time dimension, and finally measure. So you can see four data elements in the dimension window, and in the measure window you can see all the measures, and that two measures always will be in the green color. So the four dimensions will be in the blue color. So this is something naming conventions in the data window. In the data window, this data source is referred as data set. Tables, like order is a table, so table is referred as a data subset. Columns are referred as data elements. So we have five different types of data elements. So one is textual ABC, so the other one is geographical dimension, date, other one is date dimension. So you can see the other ship date. So this is date and time dimension, and you can see all the measures like profit, sales, ship cost. So this is something naming conventions in the data window. And coming to work area, so coming to
Sir,
work,
so how many data elements? When data elements referred as a like the number of columns in that table, right?
yes,
So how many data elements are right now? Means the customer ID, discount order ID, it's also a data element.
sorry, can you come again?
The custom the in measures the customer ID, discount
No,
order
that I'll
ID.
discuss it later on, Rahul. Let me complete it. That is another thing. So why customer ID was in the measure means, because if customer ID data type is numeric, by default while extracting from the source, it will be treated as a measure because the data type is numeric, right? So after that we can convert that into the dimension if required. Okay, so we can convert. Let us say order ID is there, that is not a measure, but why it was in the measure position is because see now order ID has been converted. The reason behind why it was showing in the measure area was the data type was numeric. You got it? So if the data type is numeric, by default while extracting columns from the database, it will automatically extract into the measures area. So after that we'll be moving the dimensions into the dimensions area. Okay, so today we were just discussing about the naming conventions. Rahul, once at the time of dimensions measures, we have a separate session. So while working with the dimensions and measures conversions, then we'll discuss in detail on that topic. Okay,
Okay.
Rahul, was that clear?
Yes, sir.
Today we were just discussing the naming conventions, that's it. Okay, so this is something about data window, and we have a work area. So in the work area, okay, so in the work area, this is what work area. So here you can see different shelves. This is called as column shelf, row shelf, page shelf, filter shelf, and mark shelf. So we have 5 shelves: column shelf, row shelf, page shelves, filter shelves, and marks shelves. So if you want to see that, you can also see here, not here. Let me show you here. So column shelf, row shelf, page shelf, filter shelf, and marks. So totally we have 4 shelves. The other one is marks in the work area. To generate a report, we have to use all these shelves, 4 shelves and mark. So in the work area, we have page. See, you can see here column shelf. This is called as column, row shelf. Row shelf as well as page shelf. Same way we have filter shelf and mark shelf. Okay, so we have 5 shelves, 4 shelves and 1 marks, or we can write it as a marks. Okay, so we have 5 shelves in the work area. To develop a report, we use these 5 shelves. So this is something about work area. Now let us try to work with some more options and some more reports. So here you can see an option called show me. So this is what show me, and where we can convert one report to another type of report. And we have another option. So these are called as workspace controls. You can see home, data source symbol, and this selected sheet and the particular sheet. So this is workspace controls. We have show me and we have workspace controls. Workspace controls. We have workspace controls. Was this clear? Was this clear, guys?
Yes, Raj.
Yes.
Yep. So this is something about naming conventions. Even in the tomorrow class, let us discuss more on the naming conventions. So in the work area. So now coming to here, let us create a simple report. Let us work with some more basic options. So let me drag a column and drop it into the continent. Okay. So these are all the different dimension columns. So I've dragged a continent to here. Okay, and sales into the columns. Now what happened, you can see all the continents like Africa, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America. This was in the alphabetical order. By default always it would be in the assigning order. So Africa, Asia, Australia, this was in the designing order. And you can see the sales values. So this is horizontal bar basically. So here you have an option called swap. If I swap rows and columns, see automatically now that is uh, a vertical bar. So now it is a vertical bar. Now you can see the values, because the continents are in the assigning order. That was the reason it was Africa, Asia, Australia. Now if you customer want to see the values based on the assigning order to descending order, you can click on this particular sort symbol, so that you can see it was from the ascending to the descending values. So now let us say customer want to see that in the descending order. If you click on this, you can see from, from the top level to the bottom level. Okay, so if customer want to see the values on top of these bars, like Asia what was the sales done, North America what was the sales done, South America, Europe, Africa, Australia, means simply click on this ABC symbol, show mark labels. If you click on show mark labels, you can see all the values on top of the bars. And if I again swap it, now that would be horizontal bars, horizontal bars. So now you can see here an option called normal, fit width or fit height, means it will get the height. So entire view also the same thing, normal. Okay, so this is some basic options here. If I want to create a new sheet, so here is a plus symbol, sheet symbol. You can just click on this and you'll get a new sheet. So and if you want something new columns, you can drag it like order date and something. If you want to see the profits, you can drag into the here. So this is another sheet. So all these entire analysis, so I can save that as a TWB. So save, if I click it, it will ask for the path. Let me click on desktop and let me save this as a CLS1 class 1. Okay, so that was saving in the Tableau workbook. Whatever analysis we do it here, so will be saved. You can see Tableau CLS1 class 1. So if I even close this, again you can see the Tableau workbook is here. Okay, Tableau workbook is here. So just double click on the CLS1. You can again see the analysis whatever we have done in the sheet 1 and sheet 2. So this will be saved in TWB. TWB stands for Tableau workbook. TW means Tableau workbook. The entire analysis will be saved in the TWB. Nothing but Tableau workbook. And we have sheets, we have dashboards, we have stories. So we'll discuss in the going forward sessions. So let me click on another new sheet and let me drag a continent to here. Okay, and sales into the columns. So automatically you will get the continent wise sales values. Now let us say we have used a column shelf and row shelf. Now let us try to use mark shelves. In the going forward sessions we'll use filter shelf and page shelves. Let me drag continent into the color. Okay, if I drag continent into the color, now you can see it here. Each and every continent was encoded with a different color. See, Africa was in one color, Asia was in one color, Australia was in one color, Europe was in one color, North America was in one color, South America was in another color. So you can see all these continents is encoded with a different color. If I drag continent into the colors, each and every continent was encoded with a different color. So if I want to change the color, so this is what called as a legend here. Click it and you have an option called edit colors. If you click on edit colors, if you want to change the colors, let us say Africa, I want to change my color, something different color. Apply. See, the color has been changed. And the Europe, I want to change that into the different color. Okay, so something different. Yeah, so automatically you can see that has been changed. If you want to edit the colors, automatically you can do it from here, from this label legend, click edit colors. So this is how we can encode coloring to the columns. So here what we have done is we have encoded continent with the colors option in the mark. And also in the marks you can see here you have an option to change the chart type. If I click line, you can see that was converted to line. So if I click something area, you can see that is converted to area. If I click on circles, you can see the circles. So you can also change the chart type from the marks. So the first option is you can change the chart type from the marks. Okay, in the marks, first option is changing charts. Changing charts, you can change charts in the chart types. Second option is we can color it. So, and also we can do sizing as well as. So first thing is you can change. Yes, Navin, show me is also same thing.
Okay, Raj.
Show me is also same thing. We can change the chart type. But there is a small difference in the show me. Like it depends on the type. Let us say if I have a date column, always by default we'll get a line chart. If it is something comparison, then we'll get a bar chart. But in the show me, you will not have an option to select a line chart. But whereas here in the marks, you can change that to line chart. We can directly convert here, but whereas in the show me it will not support for line. Because so always if I want to go with the line chart, we should make sure that there should be an at least one date column. So that we'll discuss in detail at the time of show me 24 charts. So bar chart now. Okay, you can change the chart type from the marks. Also you can color it, and the same thing you can also size it. Let us say, let me drag continent here and the sales value here. Okay, so we have continent and we have sum of sales. And if I drag continent into the sizing, okay, if I drag continent into the size, automatically you can see based on the alphabetical. For Africa it is less, Asia it was a little bit, the width is long. You can see the width, not the length. Length is the sales value. Width indicates width indicates the sizing. Okay, width indicates the sizing. So this is how you can size the continents. And same way, let me drag continent, let me drag sales value, and I can label it as well. So if you click on ABC, you can get all the values here. You can see all the values are available. So if I again click on ABC, the values will be removed. So same way, if I drag continent into the label, just label means labeling, you can see all the continents. If you want to really see the sales values, what we have to do, drag sales value and label it. So if I drag continent, it will display continents. If I drag sales into the label, you can see the sales values in the on top of the bars. So this is what a labeling. So color, size, label, and tooltip and detail. The tooltip is nothing but this is what tooltip. So this is called as a tooltip. Wherever if I move my mouse, automatically a tooltip will get it. So this is what a tooltip. This is what a tooltip. Want to change something to displaying here continent and sales. If you want to edit that, you can click on see continent and sales, the values. You can also modify that. We can modify that. So that is what tooltip, and detail we'll discuss it in the going forward classes. You'll understand. So this is something about marks. And filter is nothing but we can apply filters. Page is nothing but page shelves. Each and every continent, if I want to display in one particular page or sheet, then we'll go with the pages. These two are column shelves and row shelves. Okay, so it is coloring, sizing, labeling, and tooltip. So we can color like this, we can size this, we can label it. So all these are worksheets. If I save this, automatically the entire analysis will be saved as Tableau CLS1 workbook. TWB means Tableau workbook. So it was saved in the desktop. So all these are a plus symbol. If you can create a new sheet, and here is an option called dashboard symbol. So if I click on this dashboard, you can use all these sheets in the dashboard for organizing. So okay, we can organize all the sheets in a dashboard. So that we'll discuss in detail in the going forward classes. So you can organize like this. Sheets, all these are sheets, and all these sheets can be organized in a dashboard. So was this clear, guys, the naming conventions and stuff?
Yes.